The 2019 Hajj started a few months back, and today marks the end of the airlifting of pilgrims from Ghana to Hajj. This is the very first part of the program. The second program will be the arrival of the pilgrims. And so the chairman of the board, Sheikh I.C. is going to take us through the history of the board from its inception to the date. At the end of it, there may be some interactions. We want to appeal to you to listen carefully, take down your notes as required, and then pose questions that we want. My name is Sheikh I.C, the Director of Communications, and I want to introduce the chairman, Sheikh I.C.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it gives me great honor to meet with you once again, to share with you the story and experiences of the 2019 Hajj. But before doing this, allow me to provide a little background. The Hajj Board was inaugurated by His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on his assumption of office following the 2016 election. Because of the importance and sensitivity of Hajj to the Muslim community and the nation at large, the Hajj Board was among the very first of boards to be inaugurated. In his speech, the President reiterated and underscored the pain that Ghanaian pilgrims go through annually at the Hajj village before departure. So the President tasked members of the board to ensure that the negative experiences of the Hajj village become a thing of the past. He went further to state categorically that he does not want to see or hear pilgrims suffering when they are embarking on this most important of the 5 pillars of Islam. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, under my leadership, I can on this day say with all humility that I and members of my board, as well as the staff, Hajj agents, members of the security services, Ghana Armed Forces, the police service, Ghana Power Service, the Flyers, our career, set up a committee that has always professionally dealt with the entire duties of Hajj since 2017 to date. You would agree with me that in our very first year, that is in 2017, we witnessed significant changes at the Hajj village. The processes of Hajj package, payments, processing and acquisition of visas, provisions of services to the pilgrims in Mecca and Mina and Arafat, as well as feeding, were completely transformed in the most positive way. Even though the board inherited what some commentators have phrased, crippling debts, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government quickly found the funds to pay off these debts. The seriousness with which the government took its responsibilities ensured that the funds sourced were sufficient to also cater for those pilgrims who had earlier, during the tenure of the immediate past board actually paid for the Hajj journey, but had been denied the performance of their Hajj. Generally, 2017 Hajj was very successful. No pilgrim who paid their fees to the Hajj Board was left behind. This is very, very important. Then came the 2018 Hajj. Learning from the experiences of the 2017 Hajj, the board then introduced into the preparation of Hajj an ICT component for capturing data. This data was used in the manner that facilitated and enhanced the execution of its policies and regulations regarding processes of documentation and easy retrieval of information. The introduction of Dawa Committee, taking the pilgrims to and from to perform the rituals of Hajj, was highly recommended. In other measures taken is the welfare committee that took care of the aged and other sanitation, that took care of the aged and others. Sanitation is no more a program at the camp of Hajj. This innovation has been deepened by the Hajj Board. For example, gone are the days when pilgrims had to camp at the Hajj village for up to more than 1 month or more in their thousands, struggling to find their passport and documents, not knowing their flight schedules, which all served to create serious security problems for the state. Not to mention the huge additional costs that pilgrims had to bear whilst camped in Accra for a month or more. Now pilgrims are sent an SMS message to their mobile phones informing them of their data of departure and flight schedule. They arrive on the day of their departure and are processed and checked in professionally in accordance with international airport customs standards. These are smoothened and eradicated the pain that His Excellency, the President, spoke of on his assumption of office. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hajj Board utilization of ICT has now been employed beyond its operations in Ghana. In the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Hajj Board has used ICT in the following: allocation of hotel accommodation, transportation of pilgrims from Mecca to from Medina to Mecca, Mecca to Medina, Mecca to Mina, and Arafat. Let me go back to this again. Allocation of hotel accommodation, transportation of pilgrims from Medina to Mecca, Mecca to Mina, and Arafat. Healthcare provision via prior screening of pilgrims. The most significant of all this is the feeding of pilgrims. This has been excellent for 3 years running. The preparation for this year's feeding of pilgrims for Hajj 2019 shall surpass all other years, inshallah. in communication, the improvement in communication as a whole between the board, the agents, pilgrims, and other stakeholders has improved. The consultations corrected misconceptions, dismissed willful lies or propaganda in some circles, and enhanced cooperation, understanding, togetherness, and sense of purpose. This board has been the only board in the annals of Hajj pilgrimage in Ghana that has created a communication system that allows for mass communication and receival of feedback from pilgrims within the Mina campaign site. It has helped us to announce lost items, educate our pilgrims on issues of sanitation, announce data and times of Hajj rituals, and providing directions to pilgrims on the holy land of Mina and Arafat. We also introduced for the first time the official participation of our security personnel, Ghana Armed Forces, Police, and Fire Services in our Hajj operations. The government, under the supervision of the Ministry of the Interior, raised Hajj security from the confines of local airport security to the national level. The security personnel have demonstrated over the period their professionalism in the handling of their responsibilities. The Hajj Board is very grateful and highly appreciative of these institutions. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Hajj departures from Tamale International Airport to Medina, as well as Kotoka International Airport, which ends today at 2 p.m., has been very, very successful. Tamale had 6 flights. We started on schedule, and every flight schedule was professionally executed without any hitches. The pilgrims were sent off by 4 powerful chiefs. The pilgrims were sent off by 4 powerful chiefs under the direction of the Yana, His Royal Majesty Abubakar Muhammad II. The Yana was so excited with the professionalism of our operations and the honor that was done by the Hajj Board to His Royal Kingdom. Accra had several flights. All have been on schedule without any hitches. The very flight, or the very last flight, on which I'm flying, shall depart at 2 p.m. inshallah. I take this opportunity to thank the President and his Vice, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for their unflinching support to the pilgrims, the Muslims, Ummah, and the national or the nation at large. On behalf of the 2019 pilgrims and on my own behalf, we pledge to be good ambassadors of Ghana to the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I take this opportunity to also thank the members of the board for their indefatigable work and their commitment towards the realization of a successful Hajj operation. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, this is what we have done within the period of 3 years. All other stakeholders, including the Ghana Armed Forces, 37 military hospitals, Ghana Police Service, Fire Service, Civil Aviation, Ghana Airport Company, and all other airport handling agencies, and of course to you, the press, for the news coverage you have afforded us. My only appeal, and it is a light-hearted one, is that you write exactly what I have said. Thank you so much.
Takbir.